Hey kids, welcome to Lesson 13, Introduction to Arrays. Number 8, arrays can hold strings too. So far we've been using arrays to hold numbers, but each location in an array could hold a string instead. We have my sentence, which is set to blank. We're going to add an item to my sentence, which is hello. Note, it's possible in an array to hold both strings and numbers, but typically you only want your arrays to do one type of data. Otherwise, it gets a little crazy. We have do this. Create an empty array. Use append item to individually add strings to your array, forming a sentence of at least 5 words. Use console.log to confirm you successfully created your sentence. Well, that sounds very fun. I think the sentence I'm going to use is just their example here, but you really can use any sentence you like. Please be creative. You know how much I love your creativity. What do we have to do? Well, we're creating an array, so let's create an array. And we're just going to call ours sentence, because that's what I'm making. And initially, I just want it to be empty. So I'm going to set it to just empty. You're going to get a little yellow triangle because while we defined it, we haven't declared it. That's what we're going to do with our console.log statement. Well, we have our empty bucket. We need to add items to it. How do we do that? Well, we have to append items. So let's append item. What are we appending? Sentence. And what do we want to put in there? Well, the first word, which is this. Now, when I hit run, well, nothing will happen. Let's go down here. Let's take care of our console.log statements. We can try this out along the way. And really what we're just calling here is sentence. And this will just help us check it as we go along. When I hit run now, I should just get the word this down in my debug console. Run, we have this. Let's go ahead and keep writing out our sentence. Next one is going to be append item sentence, and we want a sentence in here, so we are going to put sentence. Spell it right though, and don't forget your quotation marks around this because we want it to be displayed as exactly as we are doing it. We're going to append it again. What are we appending? Our sentence array. What are we appending it with? The next word, which is. Rinse and repeat again. What's our third word? Stored. Our fourth one now is going to be in. Almost there. At least this is giving us lots of practice in how to do this. And finally, our last word in our sentence, and that is array. I'm going to put a little exclamation point there. Again, don't forget your quotes when you do it and your semicolons at the end. How my code is here, I have a array, which is sentence. It is currently empty. I am going to append items or add items to my empty bucket. The one I'm adding to is sentence. The first one is going to be this. Sentence is stored in an array. And it should all display down here in my debug console. Let's go ahead and see if that happens. And it does. Looks exactly like the one there. We are getting commas in between because each one of these are separate locations. We can also, just to show you, we can do a console.log and we can do our sentence and we can call a position. So our first position here should be 0. And when I do this now, it should just get the word this. Let's reset, run. And there you go, getting the word this. This is just storing it just like an array with numbers. We're just using words. Pretty fun. Looking back up here, we created an empty array. Ours was called sentence. We used append items to add numbers to our array in a string. We used 5 words or their example. And then we used a console.log statement to confirm that our sentence actually went into the array right, which it did. And additionally on that, we learned we can call positions even though it's on a word just by using what we've learned in previous parts of this lesson. Pretty neat. I think that's all code.org wants from us. Let's see if they want anything else. Nope. Good job, kids. I'll see you on the next lesson.